Welcome to the Nicholas 11x12 technology. Today we're looking at the Canon PIXMA MX395 all-in-one printer with the print, scan, copy and fax functions for a fairly low price, so this is an entry-level product. But let's move on to the box. It's fairly big, as you can see. Again, this is the Canon PIXMA MX395 with the print, copy, scan and fax functions. There also is a nice big picture of the printer itself on the box. Alright, but now let's open this box up and see what's inside. I'll skip the unboxing process because it would simply take too long in front of the camera. There we go. This is everything that comes with this all-in-one printer. It comes with some instructions on how to get the printer ready and so on. And because this printer also has the fax function, Canon also provides you with a telephone cable and the needed power adapters. In this plastic bag is the driver CD with the manual on it. There also are the warranty booklets inside the bag and more instructions on how to set up the fax on this printer. In this cardboard box is a telephone cable and even more power adapters. This is the power cord for the printer itself. And last but not least, for the accessories, here are the two ink cartridges that Canon includes. The black one is called 540 and the colored one 541. But let's finally get to the printer itself. Obviously it comes with lots of plastic protection on it, which I'll try to remove. Here it is now, the Canon MX395. I have to tell you, it's really big and heavy and you don't see it very often in this price range. But before I go into detail, let's move on to the specifications. The Canon PIXMA MX395 features the print, copy, scan and fax functions and comes with an inkjet and two fine cartridges print engine. The print resolution would be 4800 by 1200 dpi and the supported paper sizes are the following: A4, B5, A5, letter, legal, envelopes 10 by 15 centimeters, 13 by 18 centimeters and 20 by 25 centimeters. The maximum paper input, so how many paper sheets the tray can hold, is 100 sheets. We're talking of a flatbed ADF and CIS color scanner with a scan resolution of 1200 by 2400 dpi. So let's start with the connections first. On the back of the printer is the standard power connection, a USB 2.0 B connection for the print signal when hooked up to a computer, and lastly the telephone connections. Now when we move on to the front, we get to see lots of buttons. This one being the power button, a LED, the menu button, and right here the four important buttons to use scan, copy and fax. The fourth one is the setup button. This printer also comes with a small LCD display and these are the navigation buttons. On the right are the standard keys you would need for the faxing. These two buttons will allow you to choose if you'd like a black and white copy or a colored copy. This red button here is the stop button. This will basically stop a printing or copying process. Installing the ink cartridges is very easy on this printer and you get good and clear instructions on how to do it. To make this review short, I'll just tell you printing works very well with this printer. The copying process, however, doesn't work very well. Simply because right out of the box, the scanner cuts off different sections even if you put the photo or document in the right way, just like Canon tells you to. Therefore, the scanning and copying functions on this printer are horrible. And worst of it all is, Canon doesn't include a proper manual on how to set things up. For people that have no idea about printers and scanners, this could be a challenge. I'm not saying Canon doesn't include instructions, but they are on the CD and are not very clear. The best word to describe this all-in-one printer would be complicated. So the Canon PIXMA MX395 all-in-one printer is only an okay product. It does the basic things that it has to do, but doesn't do them very well. And I'm speaking of the copying and scanning functions here. Printing works fine, I can't complain for the price you're paying. Whenever I try to scan photos or documents, the scanner ends up cutting sections off. And I've tried to solve that problem in the setup menu, but nothing helped. But even if everything would be working fine, still the printer would be very complicated to use. Even inserting paper could be a real challenge for people that only know a little about printers. Pros are great features for the price, and printing works fine. As for the cons, I have to say, overall this printer is very complicated. Then the scanner cuts off sections of documents and photos, and last but not least, it's too large, so it takes up a lot of space. And because there are so heavy cons here, I can only give this all-in-one printer a 5 out of 10, and that's it. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and visit nicholas11x12techx.com to see videos there earlier than on YouTube.